Well, we made it to Sunday, the 26th of March, and it's starting to snow again. It's interesting, in the shadow of the house, there's still snow. East is on the other side of the house. This is west, so it's amazing what a difference a shadow makes. It's probably too windy to do this, but I wanted to give it a shot. I gotta start over. Hey, Mark Shepard here, and it is time for the Sunday message. I want to share with you a little bit of this very first week of spring and a song. That's what I do on Sundays. I talk about what's going on. And last week I shared with you some tools for dealing with depression, because last week I kind of started feeling this old feeling of depression that used to come in all the time for me. And it hardly ever comes in anymore. And I used my tools and I managed to shift it and move it. And I wanted to share with you this week some of the things that are facing us in the world today that people are depressed and anxious about, some of the general things that we are dealing with, and the solutions for each of those things. So that's what today's going to be about. If you haven't been here before, please give it a chance, check it out. I am starting a farm that is also a modern musical monastery. It's a farm church. What I'm doing, I am doing because I feel called on a spiritual level. And if you're someone who wouldn't ever darken the door of a church, but yet you feel spiritual but not religious maybe, you might want to stick around. This might be a good place for you. If you are someone who is deeply religious and deeply spiritual as well, you might find some things here that support you in your journey towards whatever you are working towards. If you are someone who is working on your health and your wealth, your well-being, your happiness, this might be a good place for you. So stick around, check it out. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't left a comment before, I would love to hear from you. This is a community of people, and we are beginning to create something that probably might not exist in any other place. So I hope you'll join us. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Please share it with someone who you like talking about deep stuff with, and let's get into it. Let's talk about the Sunday message. Let's explore some thoughts in the context of regenerative, sustainable farming, food, living, health, love, community, peace, and grooviness. Here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! All right. I don't know if I can do this here. I'm trying to figure out where the wind is coming from. I think the wind is coming pretty much from that direction. So if I hold the phone in front of me, maybe it's not too windy. So I'm going to just jump in, see if this works. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else. I came up off the top of my head at dinner last night with 9 serious problems that we face in the world. And I'm going to run through them real quick, but I'm going to give a solution for each one as I go. And you may not agree with these solutions, but the point I'm trying to make is if we only focus on the problem and not on what we can do about it in our own lives, that is a recipe for depression. That's a recipe for hopeless helplessness. And that's one of the things we must fight more than anything else, is that feeling of hopeless helplessness. And we all feel it from time to time, and it's easy to get stuck in it, and it's easy to get it on a loop. And the big point of what I'm trying to do is to interrupt it. Everything I do is about interrupting hopelessness and taking some kind of positive action in the direction that you want to go. Becoming the person you long to become hanging out with the kinds of people that you most want to hang out with. So here's my list. Let's see what you think. Please, again, leave a comment below. And I'm going to go through this fast. 1, the money. We are on the edge of what could be a financial catastrophe. The US dollar and fiat money, paper money, all over the world is worth less and less. Buys less and less. And that is hurting people who don't have a lot of it. The solution is called Bitcoin. And if you don't know about it, or if you have a friend who's driving you crazy talking about it, please listen to that friend. Please do some research. Find a guy on YouTube named Robert Breedlove. He has a show called What is Money Show. And he and Michael Saylor do a brilliant job of teaching about money and why Bitcoin is a solution to the world's money problems. That's 1. All right, I got to switch hands here. That's a clipboard. I got it on a clipboard. Oh yeah, actually that kind of works because you're looking up and seeing the sky and my nostrils. All right. Now, one of the problems in the world is climate change. And one of the big drivers of climate change is the way we grow our food. We grow our food in a way that totally depends on fossil fuels, huge machines, and fewer and fewer farmers who are getting older and older. And the price of land is a problem, right? Because young people can't get into farming. One of the solutions to our climate crisis is to change the way we farm. That's number 2. And we can change the way we farm. If I can do it, we can do it on a large scale. We can mimic nature, the way we raise our animals, and we can raise them humanely, and we can stop digging up the earth and growing soybeans and other toxic plants that we then feed to our animals. Our animals are ruminants. They should be eating grass. We need to learn how to grow grass. Sorry, that's my solution. And this is a random list, by the way. So in our climate, we also have the fact that we're going to lose our coastal cities to flooding and higher sea levels. Well, people, time to move inland, isn't that? Yeah, that's one thing we could do today. Our health is shitty. People are not healthy anymore. Why are they not healthy? Because they're eating crappy food farmed by a crappy farming system, where the soil is being washed away and the nutrients are depleted and the food is cheaper and cheaper and less nutritious. So the solution to that is learn to grow your own food or find a farmer who's growing food the way you want it to be grown. That's one thing you can do. You can vote with your dollars or get Bitcoin and pay your farmer in Bitcoin. Real estate. As I said, the price of land has skyrocketed, so farming, in order to get into farming, you can't do it unless you have a lot of money. But if you have a lot of money, why would you do it? Because farming is a sure way to lose your money. Farming is a hole in the world into which you pour money. But if you can lease a farm from someone who actually owns it but isn't able to farm, then there's a solution to the real estate and the farming problem. You see where I'm going with this? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, our health is shitty, and that the medical system is shitty, right? I mean, they're still serving margarine in the hospital. The American Heart Association is still saying that margarine is better for you than butter. Like, that's a problem, people. And the solution is find a farmer. The solution is buy healthy, real, natural food that hasn't been made in a factory or processed to death, right? Another problem, people are not having children. And that's easy to fix. And people are not having children because they're not forming pair bonds, and we don't have community that supports people having children. And the solution to that there's two solutions. One is we just keep doing it the way we've been doing it, and eventually we won't have people. And that'll solve all the world's problems, won't it? But you can learn how to get along with other people. You can learn how to meet the kinds of people you would like to hang out with, but you're going to have to work on yourself. You're going to have to work on how you are and how you get triggered, and the kinds of people that trigger you are the people you need to learn how to get along with, because that's what's going on. We need to learn how to get along with each other. So we need communities. We need to work on ourselves. We need to work on reducing our self-importance and learning how to forgive each other and learning how to not cling to the things that bother us, and to change our thoughts and our thinking and the way we represent each other to ourselves. And that's the solution right there. Number 7, that was 6. Number 7, artificial intelligence is coming. I can't do anything about that. I'm just going to keep working on my own intelligence, right? Number 8, we are on the verge of World War III, and Vladimir Putin could use nuclear weapons. I don't have any control over that. I hope peace prevails, but I can only work on peace here in my own life. And so far, we're okay. So, finally, 9, people are lonely. Partly we're not having children because we're not connected anymore. We're not in communities. We're isolated. These phones are wonderful. This whole internet thing is great. But we're not hanging out. We're not going to churches. Churches are dying. And many of them should die because they're boring, and they teach stuff that basically is hard to believe. And it doesn't solve a lot of problems. In fact, it creates problems by dividing people. If you don't believe in God the way I believe, you're going to hell, and I'm going to kill you, right? That's religion. I don't want any part of that, but I want a spiritual community of people who are willing to wonder at their purpose and place in the world and talk about it. So, those are some solutions to the world's problems. And it all comes down to not getting stuck in fear or hopeless helplessness. You can grow food on a window box in your apartment. Just try to grow stuff that doesn't have oxalic acid in it, okay? I realized one day that I was eating a lot of Swiss chard, and interesting, whenever I made Swiss chard in my wok, the wok was always really clean afterwards. And the realization when I started reading about toxic superfoods is that oxalic acid is a cleaning agent. And beet greens and Swiss chard, which I was growing a lot of because they're fun to grow and easy to grow and they taste really good and mixed with things, a lot of oxalic acid. Now I could be upset about that, or I could go, you know what? I think I'm going to go more into meat rather than into vegetables. So for every challenge, people, there is a solution. There are people who are working on it. Hang out with the people who are providing solutions, and get yourself some Bitcoin. Get yourself educated about money. Check out Robert Breedlove's channel on YouTube. It's one of the best ones. Take some time to learn about the world, but do it in an empowered way, in a loving way, in a spiritual way. Find your call and answer it. We can solve our own problems because they're all problems we created. So don't let the media depress you, but at the same time, pay attention. Things are about to get very interesting in the world. And we might just need each other in a community of people who have different skills, who have different talents, who are willing to work together and pool their energy in a reverent way, in a profoundly peaceful and loving way. so that together we can change the world. All right? Have a wonderful, wonderful week. This has been a Sunday message, and it's also time to send out prayers, to the people who need them, prayers to the people who don't think they need them, prayers to our communities, prayers to our leaders that hopefully stop being silly and get on the job and take care of the world. Prayers for the people who prepare our food, prayers for the people who grow our food, prayers for children, prayers for communities, prayers for people who long to make a positive difference in the world with their life energy and their life force. Prayers to you, my friend, and thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking a little action, changing your thoughts, changing your mind. Peace, love, Groovyness. Amen. Every week I like sharing a song. As a compulsive songwriter, I have hundreds of songs, and for me, the songwriting is as much a part of the farming as is the health and nutrition. It's all tied together. It's part of my journey attempting to answer the call of my life. And one of the songs that I've been working on a lot lately is called Kite, and I wrote it originally for my kids. We were trying to fly a kite down at the Peekskill, New York waterfront, and there are mountains, and it's a beautiful place. And I'm getting ready to do some, I think, hopefully stunning videos for this kite videos for this song. So it's not done, still working on it. It's a rough mix. I haven't done the bass, and I think there might be an electric guitar part. Haven't done any of that yet, but I've got the song quite a bit on its way, and I like sharing these with you so you know that everything I do is a work in progress, and I hope you are a work in progress. Here's the song, Kite, and I'll talk to you on the other side. Thanks.
Above a river, floating with the clouds, singing in a whisper, nothing very loud. On either side are mountains reaching for the sky, but they cannot reach as high as I share the sky with birds and with the wind. I see you far below, holding to my string. I am the shape of dreams and diagrams. I am the child of children of the land. Kite, flight, high above the river. Hear me sing your name out in a gentle whisper. Kite, flight, high above a river. Watch me soar, watch me dance, watch me dip and shiver. Kite, flight, high above a river. Of cloth and wood and rags, or even paper cut from shopping bags. I can be a dragon or a fish. I can be the answer to your wish. Kite, flight, high above the river. Hear me sing your name out in a gentle whisper. Kite, flight, high above the river. Watch me soar, watch me dance, watch me dip and shiver. Kite, flight, high above the river. can be a diamond or a square. I can fly forever if I do not tear. Without a breeze I can't even drive you mad. Or I could be the freedom you never had. Kite flight high above a river. Hear me sing your name out in a gentle whisper. Kite flight high above a river. Watch me soar, watch me dance, watch me dip and shiver. Kite flight high above a river. Hear me sing your name out in a gentle whisper. Kite flight high above a river. Watch me soar, watch me dance, watch me dip and shiver. Kite flight high above a river. Kite flight high above a river. High above a river, floating with the clouds, singing in a whisper, nothing very loud. On either side are mountains reaching for the sky, but they cannot reach as high as I.
I hope you like the song. All right, so here are some cute little animals, some cuddly little ducklings and stuff. So check that out. Remember to subscribe. Remember to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Thank you. All right, give it a like. That kind of stuff. Peace, love, Groovyness. Check us out online. All right, bye. A flock of snow geese just flew by. There they are. Where'd they go? Behind that tree. Oh, they're so far away. Snow geese. It's so windy today. They must be migrating north. How's my rubber tummy? You guys getting water? How you doing, baby? How's my girl? How's my girl? You ready for apples? You ready for the apple part of your day? Huh, baby? Huh? How's my honey? How's my baby babe? How's my baby babe? Hi, girls. Hello. Welcome. Yes. Good to have your belly rubbed. Yes, you do. Yes. It must be great to be a dog. 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 Look at the size of those feet. Yes. You gotta see what Luna looks like in the wind. Yes. See, good girl. I have treats in my hand. Being very good. Okay, walk with me. Let's see if I can do it with the camera on. Walk with me. There we go. Good boy. Walk with me. Nice and slow. Hey, nice and slow. They want to come and say hello. Hear that. Be gentle, Spike. Gentle. Good boy. Hey. Hey. Good boy. Thank you. Uh-oh. The little sheep is attacking him. Be good. Spike. Be Be nice. Be nice. Be gentle. Be good. Easy. Shh, 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 shh. Be nice. I didn't think the sheep would attack the dogs. Hey, hey, hey. I may have to just let the dogs loose. See, these two boy sheep are going to protect the girls. That's what they're doing. Good girl, good boy. Thank you. Good boy. Shh, 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 shh. Relax. All right, now I'm going to just turn the camera off. So we had a little journey into the sheep pen with the dogs, and at one point the sheep were all following me and the dogs somewhat threateningly. I might add. The dogs were not quite sure what to do, but I think I'm just gonna have to basically open up the space between them and just sit back and just hopefully keep the dogs from killing the sheep or keep the sheep from killing the dogs. I don't know what's gonna happen, but this needs to happen soon because they're gonna start having lambs. Yes, somebody wants more love, more attention. I don't know if you noticed this, but his skin is actually black. Yes, I have so many shots of you looking up at the camera like that. Yes. All right, I gotta go make dinner for my dad. And it's already in the oven. Ha, we're having a leg of lamb tonight. Sorry, girls. Nothing personal. Here's my big boy. Here's my big boy doing. Yes. Here's my big boy. Good big boy. Come on, let's go finish your breakfast. What are you? Tell you what, come on over here. Come on over here. Come on. There you go.